What's happening, guys? Spotterbot here for Boom Beach, and we need to do some raids. Now, I've got my landing craft set up with all warriors. I'm not going to do too many all warriors just because, I don't know, they're pretty easy. They're pretty easy. They're going to be even easier with smoke, but we don't have smoke. And right now, we are at level 7. I need to get my armory upgraded, okay? My armory requires 20,367 stone and 16,804 wood to get the upgrade going. Everything else is fully upgraded to armory level 10. Okay, so we need to run some raids here. We're gonna look at some multiplayer bases, possibly. That guy doesn't have much stone or wood. That guy's level 37, so I don't think I'm gonna touch him. This guy's not too bad, but considering my army composition, it's going to be difficult to attack some of these bases. So I'm gonna try and find one that is going to be, I think, at least defeatable with the army configuration I have. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe this guy, if I can get my troops all the way to the back of the base, right? If I route them through here, all the way past that boom mine and to the headquarters. Once they're at the headquarters, they'll actually be out of range of that rocket launcher, and I can probably use along the way some shock bombs and put some health on them, so, and try and get them to the HQ. So why don't we try that? I can lay down, I'm thinking maybe a shock bomb on these guys, these 4 guys, and then a shock bomb on those 4 guys. That's what I'm thinking. So we're gonna have to be quick with this, so let's try it out and see what happens. We'll drop down our warriors. We're going to flare them up. I'm gonna try and flare them up right here. All right, and then we're gonna go. Come on, goodbye. We're gonna go with a shock bomb there, and then we're gonna flare them on the HQ. Now they went past the boom mine. No, not past the boom mine. Damn it! They went past the boom mine, and I don't have any more. I don't have any enough energy for med kits. So hopefully they go to town in the HQ. And, yeah, looks like we did. Okay, so not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, these attacks are just, I don't know, with these warriors, it's pretty easy. Let's put it that way. Depending on, you know, even on Blackguard bases, some Blackguard bases are a lot more difficult than others with warriors, especially not having the ability to smoke them in and just get them onto the HQs. But, you know, these multiplayer bases, a lot of these multiplayer bases, especially the ones that, you know, when they got the HQ tucked away at the very, very back of the base, for instance. I mean, you can route them around. Let's say the HQ is right here, right? There are a lot of bases that are like that, or some. Let's say some, because I don't have a whole lot on my map. So, you know, we're just gonna route. We'll route around all the way in the back. I mean, even though these trees are here, they'll still go all the way back here. Route them all the way to the back of this tree, and then send them right in the HQ. Drop some shock bombs on the defenses that are nearby, and let them go to town. Maybe some med kits, and you're good. And you're only using flares. Flares, maybe 3 flares, 3 or 4 flares at most. So that's not a whole lot of energy, and you're gonna have a whole lot left on your gunboat in order to drop down those shock bombs and the med kits. All right. So we're gonna search for. Actually, how much do we need now? We just need iron, so 4,719 iron. So we're going to have to find a base that we're going to attack for the remainder of the iron. I probably could use some diamonds, but may as well run another attack. Again, this type of base is going to be a little bit more difficult, just because, you know, if we're going to run straight in, we're going to have to probably use a barrage, and then shock bombs and med kits. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, and the health is increased, which, you know, isn't too bad. It's a 10% health increase. But we'd have a little bit more difficulty on a base like this as opposed to one where, you know, the HQ is in the back corner. There are a lot more defenses that are surrounding this HQ than the previous one that we just attacked. So we're going to find a base while our troops are reinforcing, and then we'll attack it when I'm back in a moment, and then we can set our armory upgrade in progress. Okay, guys? All right, guys, we're back. I do have to apologize. I had clicked on my armory, and I went to upgrade, and and I clicked upgrade now just to see how much more iron I needed, and I accidentally clicked on the button to use 8 diamonds to initiate the upgrade. I feel so bad. We're still gonna run some more raids, though. Okay, we're gonna run, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 more raids. I did find a base That would have given me almost the rest of the iron. So let's take a look at it firsthand and see exactly what we're going to do. So he's got his HQ at the very back of his base, and I'm just seeing what is going to be the best route to go around to get there. I do like the right-hand side just because there's a whole lot more room, and we're going to be staying away from his rocket launcher for the most part. I don't think because of the amount of time that my flares have, I think it's 15 seconds, so we should be good to use probably 3 flares. And as we're going through here, we can put a shock bomb, I think, in around that sniper tower, get him to the HQ, and then drop some med kits in, maybe another shock bomb. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try that and see if that's going to work for us, all right? Yeah, that right side has a lot of room on it. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go. So they're going to go in. Let's try and get them in there right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, don't go near the boom mine. Seriously. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, then we're going to do that. We're going to shock bomb right here as they go through. We're going to shock bomb these guys. And we're going to drop some med kits on these guys. There we go. So we got 2 med kits down, and we should be good to go. So yeah, we are taking fire. We are going to lose some warriors, but that's okay. We didn't lose too many, and that was definitely the route to take. Just totally bypass all of his defenses, and you can see how difficult it is with Boom Beach in order to try and come up with a base defense that is really going to defend you against all possible attacks. It's near impossible, and that's, you know, Clash of Clans is somewhat similar, but it's even more difficult here on Boom Beach. You know, the thing is with Boom Beach, you have so many different HQs, like it goes up to 20, right? Whereas you only have 10 town halls on Clash of Clans, and I don't know, it's just more fluid, I guess, for lack of a better term, here on Boom Beach, because you have the different units and you can route into the base differently. Whereas, you know, you don't have walls, you don't have to break through walls, you don't have time that it takes to break through walls. I know you can use flying units in Clash of Clans to get there, but they're not going to go. You can't directly route them to the town hall, right? You have to let them attack the structures that are sort of in the way between them and the town hall, and then go to the town hall. So a lot of different ways that you can attack here in Boom Beach, and it's very, very difficult to defend or set up your base and configure it to defend against all those types of attacks. But yeah, what are you going to do? So we got to let these guys reinforce, and then we'll do one more raid. All right, guys, we got one more attack for you here on Tight. We're going to attack Tight. And I'm just going to send in the warriors. The HQ is fairly far forward here, so we can put a shock bomb. We'll probably end up dropping a shock bomb in and around this cannon with the 2 snipers, and then a shock bomb basically on the HQ, and then a couple med kits. I'll probably use an artillery to take out that boom mine. And we're not going to worry too much about that mine. We're just going to send them in, probably angle them so that they come in just to the left of this vault, and hopefully they go right to the HQ. They're going to totally avoid that boom mine, so let's see what happens. Hopefully, if things work out properly. So let's take out that boom mine first of all, and we'll make sure, yeah, we hit the cannon as well, but not that we need to. And then send these guys in here, and then place that down there. We're gonna shock bomb these guys. Come on, guys, get in there. And no. Shock bomb that. We're gonna drop down. Wow, did they just go over that? They just went over that boom mine. Seriously? Like, why couldn't you guys route direct to the freaking HQ? Oh man. Anyways, we got a few wrecked. I don't know how many died because of that. I wasn't actually watching. I was just watching my timing on the shock bomb and the med kits. But again, pretty easy base to get to, or an easy HQ to get to, and a lot of his defenses spread out where they weren't really effective right at his HQ. And again, that's kind of the thing that I talked about when you put your HQ in the very back of your base, or even along the right-hand side here, along the docks, which a lot of people do. it's still very, very easy to get in there and take them out with your warriors. So I'm actually going to change my troop configuration since we have pretty much everything upgraded. I might go back and use some heavy rifleman Zuka configuration possibly, and bring some more videos to you guys when I do that, okay? That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time here on Boom Beach. I'm Spider, and I'm out.